Let me see if it lets me add. So yeah, I'm the host now. Perfect. Okay.
You are? Okay, well, I'm going to be joining you.
Good morning, and thanks everybody for joining us. We're going to cover the power of video and social media in the Momentum program. I've emailed you the handouts accordingly, and I'm going to pull up the power of video first. Let me get my slideshow shared here with you guys. See if we're all getting into the, come on. There we go. Can we see the slides now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we don't want to see, we want full screen. 1 second here. This is the problem I had before.
Hi.
Got it. Okay. All right. The power of video boot camp. All right. The purpose of this class is to increase your basic skill and confidence when implementing video into your business plan and dollar productive activities that you do. Upon completion, you should feel confident enough to incorporate video messaging into your dollar producing activities and create more of a human connection to generate more relational capacity with clients and then turn leads into more sales and greater productivity. Some related courses here would be the lead generation, lead conversion, and then the social media and marketing bootcamp. I'm going to cover social media along with this because I think it ties in nicely, but the marketing one I do standalone, and that will be coming up in a couple weeks. Okay. All right. To become more intentional and proactive, in using your video system and your personal brand, you will become more dollar productive. And they kind of break it down into, to become more intentional and proactive, you really need to define your aspirations, develop your GPS, which is your goals, plans, and strategies, implement those vital activities, whether it be with sellers or buyers, and really be more accountable. And those objectives are really covered in depth in the real estate perspective class that comes up in 2 weeks, as well as the activities management one, which follows right after that. So keep your eye on the calendar for that. And then, with your video system, you're thinking, what am I going to do for video? Well, we're going to talk about some personalized scripts that you can use, some tactics, tips, and resources. Really have a value-driven content to put out to everybody, but most importantly, establish a schedule when you're doing so. And then you want to be able to track and evaluate what you're doing and see how you can improve it or, change it completely if you need to. Those dollar productive activities they'll mention throughout this program is going to be those vital listing and buyer activities, which we've covered throughout Momentum. They break it down into very specific 47 different activities that you should be focusing on, as well as the marketing and client care systems that you have in your business. When it comes to your personal brand, you want to be able to identify your audience. You want to be able to determine the content gap and determine a value. So everything that you put out, which we all know this, you've got to have an item of value to leave with a client, whether it's going to be in your video message or in print. That's the key to the success in this business. And you want to be a storyteller. So
doing the social media bootcamp first, did you say?
A video.
Okay, so
Power of video.
okay.
Yeah, so that's the second handout. That's all right. The power of video will teach you how to build a complete video system through personal branding and dollar productive activities. And you're going to learn how to identify your personal brand, as well as how to deliver value-driven content to your ideal audience through some storytelling. The class provides basic concepts and activities designed to establish that confidence and the ability all around video messaging. And in the end result, you'll be able to leverage your video within your vital activities. Tools that you need to create a beginner video system are provided in the course. Any handouts referenced are in the handout that I emailed you. So in section 1, we want to talk about your video and your brand. Video is an extremely powerful tool to incorporate within your business plan for a number of reasons. It's going to humanize yourself, put a personality to your name. It's going to create relatability to your audience. It's going to establish some credibility as the subject matter expert. You also want to be able to show firsthand display of your character, your expertise, and your knowledge, and deliver an experience that stands out above the crowd. You want to strengthen relationships and build new ones through the video that you're going to create. Most importantly, the average video message is outperforming its non-video counterpart. We all know that we're all on the speed of the internet today. People don't have time to stop and read a lot of stuff. And if it's presented to them in a very quick video message, it's going to be more impactful. So leveraging video. What's the financial proof of doing this? Homeowners have said that they are more likely to list with a real estate agent who uses video. Marketing professionals worldwide name video as the type of content with the best return on investment. Video drives an increase in organic traffic from search engine result pages. Initial emails with video receive an increased click-through rate. And marketers who use video grow revenue faster than non-video users. Yet very few realtors are using video in their marketing. And I know you all saw the email from Karen yesterday. It came out with all the new RE/MAX Hustle videos that are available. So I encourage you to jump on to Max Center, go to the RE/MAX Hustle tab and check out those videos. And why aren't you leveraging video now or haven't been? For many, utilizing the video messaging is out of our comfort zone. One of the requirements of growth and therefore success is having the courage to step outside of that comfort zone. I have to tell you that Zooming these classes has certainly taken my training to a different level. So I'm outside of my comfort zone. I'd rather be in front of you and be able to walk around the room than in the camera. So in the spirit of expanding your comfort zone, let's establish why you may be avoiding video messaging. Is it a lack of motivation? You just don't have a vision to see where it could go? Or a lack of direction? You don't have a plan for it? Maybe it's a lack of ability. You don't think you have a skill set for it, or a lack of focus. Maybe you're not disciplined to following a plan for it. Or maybe it's a lack of support. Maybe you don't have a community or a mentorship. And by community, we mean other agents that are doing it. So I think all of us right now today is going to be our community going forward. And we're going to make sure that we're putting video into our business. The must-haves of creating a personal brand. Now, besides the big, beautiful balloon that we all have over our shoulder, we do need to create a brand for yourself. It must be authentic, a manifestation of who you are. It must be a reflection of what you do, services you provide, examples of your expertise and knowledge. And it must amplify what you believe. And it must be a thoughtful display of your ideals, your personality, your values, and your beliefs. I've always encouraged everybody in all the training I've done to be sure that you have a tagline. Be sure that you have a vision or a mission statement, and it can be short and sweet. And know your elevator speech. You've got 30 seconds to capture somebody, to capture a lead, whether you're in front of them in person or you've just sent something out. Okay, so get those things down. You shouldn't be launching a business if you don't have any vision or if you're not on a mission. Okay. Oops, backspace. So when I'm building your personal brand, you want to go ahead and kind of brainstorm on these. What one word would you use to describe yourself? Anybody want to say? All right, I'm going to say creative for myself. I do describe myself as creative. What one word would others use to describe you? It depends who you ask, no, but I think that they would say creative as well. I think they would say maybe really smart. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm trying to get you guys to really bring your characteristics out in yourself, okay? But when it comes to your values, your mission, your passion, you know, what do you say? What do you do? How do you see yourself? And what do you consider your knowledge and expertise? And when it comes to how others see you, what do you think are people's opinions of you? What do you think reputation do you have in the real estate world, even if you've just started out? What's the perceived value that people think they're going to get from you? Is it because you know one area so well, or is it because you know one type of the market so well, like short sales? And how do people feel when they interact with you? Do they feel like they've gotten something of value? So think about those things and really be honest with yourself and really put this down. We've really got to be accountable, and it's going to start right here. Oops, sorry, my mouse is ready to go. There we go. An important element to your personal brand is the story that you're telling. The golden rule of video messaging is to be a storyteller. Your story is the purpose of your brand in a narrative setting. The most important element to becoming a storyteller is to create an emotional connection with your viewer. Remember, the mind justifies what the heart decides. When narrating your story, lead with emotion. My tagline in business that I've created or revamped over this last year has been Lee's Family Team. My first name is Lee, my last name is S. It kind of really just flowed together really nice. And I put family team together. And my motto is in business for family, yours and mine. I have 10 kids. I have a big family that I take care of. And I want people to know that I relate to that I'm in business not only for their family and their family success and investment in home ownership, but in my own as well. Okay, so it's kind of along those lines, and that's just very short, but it's very direct, it's very to the point, and I think people get that when they are introduced to me. So with that being said, we did just have Kyra join us. Kyra, I emailed you the handouts as well. I don't know if you're muted or on here. You're working on it. I emailed you the handouts as well, and we're working on the power of video presentation right now. All right. So when it comes to being a storyteller, you're telling a story, and let's break down that acronym. So S stands for stand out. Identify why you're unique and what makes you different from other agents. And take a second and write down a word right now so that you're really brainstorming on this while we're going through here. T stands for the expert. Establish what you want to be known for. What is your focus and area of expertise? And you can say, well, it's just real estate. I just want to help every buyer and every seller. It doesn't have to just be short sales. It doesn't have to just be first-time home buyers. That's okay. But make sure that you're willing to present that you got that, okay, that's your story. O stands for onlookers. Identify your ideal target audience. Who do you want to hear your story? Relevant. Be sure that the content is relevant and valuable to your audience. Yearning. Identify what type of content your audience is currently missing and what is no one else doing in a way that you can. That's an impactful statement there. There are a lot of things that I've wanted to get started or different directions I've wanted to take in my business. And then I see someone else doing it. I'm like, darn it, I can't do it now if they're doing it. But the reality is I can do it and I can do it better. And so that's what I keep reminding myself over these last few weeks is so-and-so's already doing it, but you know what, I'm going to do it better. So put that in your mindset as well, in your little pocket there. All right.
Good morning, Dan.
Thank you, Kyra, for joining us. I got those handouts to you. Hopefully you find them easy to open and you can join us. We're on the power of video right now.
Absolutely. I'm looking at them. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. How will I be valuable to my audience? In other words, what does your audience need in order to be powerfully impacted to change behavior or action? That's kind of come to that conversion step in your business. How are you going to convert your buyer or seller? And not only that, but once you convert them and identify what role they're going to be in the industry, how are you going to get them to actually act on that, writing an offer or accepting an offer? So you want to identify your audience and identify that content gap, and that's going to determine how you will be valuable. So do you need to increase your education or your desired topics? Just like when, as we're going through this, I want you to start thinking about a theme that you're going to put on your calendar and put a video out, whether it's every day, every other day, once a week even, okay? Start doing that. And even if it's just to your Facebook audience right now, just do it. So maybe your theme is going to be sellers for this next week. I want you to record a video, a message to sellers, and I want you to post it on your Facebook, okay? Just to start with that. And let's see what kind of reaction that gets. When you're considering what content is going to be most valuable to your audience, you want to be able to establish or position yourself as a resource hub for your audience. So you want to be able to deliver value-driven content. So you want to make it relevant, you want to make it irresistible and irreplaceable. So it's got to be something that the audience needs. It's got to be meaningful and appropriate. It's got to be something the audience wants and they find enticing and appealing. And it's got to be something that the audience can't get anywhere else and can only be found with you. You want to be rare and unparalleled. You want to be unique. Even if you're delivering the interest rates for today, it's you delivering them. And it's you delivering them in a way to an audience that's going to think that they're only going to get it from you. And that's what you want to do to be effective in that way. All right, so let's become intentional and proactive on those dollar producing activities. In a recap, to be successful, it's very multi-dimensional, okay? You can be intentional and inactive, where you're kind of content. You want it, but you're not really moving towards it. You can be unintentional and inactive, which is just failure. I don't want it, I'm not moving forward to it. Or you can be accidental and proactive, but that's going to lead to a lot of frustration. I don't want it, but I'm moving toward it for other reasons. You want to be intentional and proactive. That's going to bring about the abundance in your business. You want it and you're going to move forward towards it. Okay. Your model for success. And again, I cover all of this a lot more in depth in the real estate perspective in a couple of weeks. But in intentional, you've got to define what your aspirations are. What do you want? You need to be specific and you need to be hopeful about it. And you want to develop your goals, plans, and strategies. That's your GPS for achievement, the direction that you're going to establish for your business. And that hope and following that is going to turn that into expectations. So your willingness is your motivation. Your ability is the training that you seek out. And that's going to lead into your expectations of what you want to get out of your business. To be proactive, you need to implement those vital activities and move towards them. You need to be consistent, efficient, and proficient in all of your action. You want to be accountable on a weekly basis. You really need to focus on your progression. You need to identify what strengths and weaknesses you have in taking your business in these different directions, and your expectations are going to turn into reality. So your aspirations plus your direction plus your action with the focus is going to achieve what you want your business to achieve. So let's define your video aspiration. What's your goal in incorporating video into your business? How badly do you want it? What is the current stage of aspiration for your goal? The 4 stages of an aspiration start with want, which is defining and talking about it. Then you want to desire it. You want to move towards it as long as the path remains easy and convenient. You're going to be comfortable with it, but you need to become passionate about it. You need to be willing to suffer to get it. You don't want to be obsessive though, because obsessive takes over and it will completely control and run out of control in your life. So you must be willing to progress to the passionate level. Even though they put obsessive in there, that's kind of that red flag, that checkmate that lets you know you're not really doing it. Okay. The basic operational premises of your business is to prospect, generate leads, convert leads, service those leads, and continuously market your business. Okay. So with that in mind, that's what your video needs to accomplish. You're going to put a video out there as prospecting. You're going to generate some leads from it. You're going to convert those leads, get those people into your client care systems, and all the time you're marketing. We've broken down these vital responsibilities before, but the first 7 in both, whether it's a buyer or seller course, is to generate leads, to convert those. You've got administrative prep work with both of them. You've got marketing and exposure when it comes to a listing. You've got showings when it comes to a buyer. We've got to present, write, and negotiate offers. We've got to get them to closing, and we've got to have those post-closing activities. When you put video into your vital activities list for listings, it's going to be a proven, very effective, meaningful way to communicate with clients during those vital activities of listings. Follow this symbol to identify specifically when video can be leveraged within that vital listing. So we're going to go through the 47 steps, and the check mark with the little video is going to be, the little camera is going to be where it would be most beneficial to have that. So you want to document ideas on how to incorporate video into those listing activities. Video messaging can also be leveraged to communicate with buyers during those vital buyer activities. Follow the symbol as well and document ideas on how to incorporate video into those vital activities. So let's go ahead and get started by using some scripts. Before you incorporate video messaging into your dollar productive or your vital activities, take a proactive and intentional approach by mapping out your message ahead of time. You want to personalize it, you want to memorize it, you want to internalize it, and then customize it. So fit the content delivery to your own dialogue. You don't want to be reading something out. You want to know it, be the subject matter expert. You want to live it. Display your values and expertise at all times and adapt the content delivery to the audience. So if you're talking with a younger generation, you know that you're going to, maybe you're focusing on first-time home buyers, you really want to know kind of They don't want to hear all the mumbo jumbo, big word language. I'm not trying to discredit them. I'm just saying I've been working with a lot of first-time home buyers and younger generations, and they don't. So kind of, take a minute to think about that and customize your messages depending on what it is. All right, so in step 1, you want to warm up. So introduce yourself, be sure to smile. Share an item of value or use a hook, which is full of information to spark curiosity within the first 10 seconds. Okay, start out with saying something like, I'm going to have your home sold in less than 30 days. You want to have that hook. Now, it doesn't say when that 30 days starts. It just says in less than 30 days. Okay, it's going to spark their curiosity. Then you want to deliver that message. Focus on relevant, value-driven content the ideal audience may be currently missing. So they're going to say, okay, you're going to sell my house in 30 days. How are you going to do that? Speak as a subject matter expert and become the resource hub for the audience, and adapt your content delivery to the audience. You could say that your house is in a neighborhood right now that has had 4 sales in the last 30 days, all with receiving offers within the first hours of being on the market. So know your content that you're delivering to them, and know those top points that's going to really continue that hook, get them, baited. All right. And then you want to definitely friendly close. Thank your audience for listening and smile. And then be sure that, sorry, I can't see my wording here. Be sure that you have the conversation with them engaged in it. All right. So some examples here, and this is going to be a script that you can use to kind of build your own, but have you recently listed your property? Are you wondering how to stage it to get the most offers? Hi, I'm Lee with RE/MAX. With my step-by-step guide on how to stage your home properly, you'll impress even the most particular buyers out there without compromising your budget. And then still in that first few seconds, discover these tips by simply clicking the link below, and I'd love to hear more from you. Let's have some fun. Comment below what really impresses you during a showing, and thanks for listening and happy staging. Very quick, very clear, precise message, and it definitely has hooked somebody's attention. Okay. So example 1, maybe if you're putting a video out with regards to expired or canceled listings. Hi there, I recently came across your home for sale, and I'm curious if you'd be interested in a more effective and proactive way to sell your home. That's the hook. That's the attention grabber. That's going to spark their curiosity. My name is Lee with RE/MAX, and I specialize in homes that should have sold but didn't. I would love to spend some time discussing other options you have in getting your home sold and gain an understanding of exactly what you need in a successful transaction. That's your message delivered, and it establishes yourself as the expert. Feel free to reach out on this email at any time or with any questions you may have. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to reach back out in a few days to check in. That's the call to action. Hope to see you soon and have a fantastic day. You want to be friendly. You want to remember that you made somebody smile. Yes, sir.
So will you be also giving us a recording of this class today as well?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so on the next example here, this would be about farming, your traditional outreach, your social medias, networks that you're going to use. If you have your community pages. So let's start with something like, if you could sell your home in the next 30 to 45 days, would you? Hi, I'm Lee with RE/MAX, and the selling season is upon us. As a realtor with 20 years of experience, my main focus and priority is you and your time frame. In fact, my roots run deep in Sims Township, so I feel a strong connection to the community and therefore a duty to ensure the home selling process is as smooth as possible for each and every one of my clients. No matter what the deadline might be, to help you out, explore the housing report I've attached to this video, and let's partner to find your home of your dreams. So make it something that's, vibrant, put personal details in there, such as how long you've been in business, what area of town you live in, or at least what area of town you're going to focus on. What about an open house? Put a video out when you're going to your open houses. Hey, everyone, quick question. What are you doing today? You won't want to miss this opportunity. I'm Lee with RE/MAX, and I'll be hosting an open house on Palmettos from 1 to 3 as an extra service to this family. I'll be posting a virtual tour of the home as well. And if anyone might be interested in moving into the area, please don't hesitate to reach out. See you Sunday at Palmettos. Okay, so be direct, very short and sweet, but it's a call to action. that you just put out in a matter of 10 seconds. Okay, and put that out, like I said, on your personal home, I'm saying your business Facebook page, on your community page that you've got going. Okay, and put the address down in there, or like I just mentioned, the street name. That's going to make them inquire to ask you for the specific address. Okay. What about farming or other, like I said, websites or social media marketing? Forget everything you currently know about real estate process. You don't hear that every day, do you? Well, hi everyone, I'm Lee with RE/MAX, and I do things a bit differently than the average agent. My primary goal within a real estate transaction is to make sure you receive full value of service and full value on your next home. Full service to me entails having a conversation, not just presenting listings I think you'd like. It's about getting to really know you and your family in order to find the perfect fit for your needs and wants. Check out the testimonial I've linked to this video, and just for fun, comment below with one word describing your dream home. Thanks and have a great day. That's going to get people interacting on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're going to post this, okay? So those listing lead generation activities, those are examples here. You want to discuss and role play examples of lead generation with your vital listing activities, the same thing with the buyers. Whether it be with yourself or you want to call upon somebody in our community here this morning and kind of go back and forth with, would be a good idea. So utilizing video within your lead generation vital activities may present opportunities to convert those leads into lifelong clients, and most importantly, advocates for your brand. So within the lead conversion language, try to be as specific and personal to the individual family as possible. Example one, maybe you're confirming appointments. You've got a listing appointment. Hey, Sam here, Lee here. I'm super excited to be meeting you at your home tomorrow at 7. A few things I wanted to share with you ahead of time. Please have the XYZ documents ready to go so we can make the most of our time together. And I also like to know what your go-to coffee order is. I'll be swinging by Starbucks on my way and would love to treat you to a fresh cup of coffee for our meeting. Look forward to seeing you and your family tomorrow. And please reach out if you need anything before then. Take care. And that's going to be the email that you send them, or better yet, text message. It's very easy to record a video on your phone in this short time frame and send it successfully in a text message. Wouldn't that be cool for your client to receive that? I think it would be. Maybe you're following up to a listing conversation. Hi, Sam, I hope you're having a wonderful day. First, I just wanted to say how appreciative I am that you took time to meet with me on Sunday. I want you to understand from the very beginning that my goal is not to come in and give you a presentation about what I think it is you want to hear, but rather have a conversation to see if a win-win working relationship can be created. And in order to do that, I'd love to hear a little more from you. What one thing has to happen to make the experience of selling your home the top of the charts? I want to ensure a positive, productive, and successful experience for you and your family. I can't wait to hear from you. Thanks and have a great day. When it comes to buyers, you want to be able to build some rapport. What conversation would you have with the buyer that you want to follow up with a video message? Hey, Sam, Lee here with RE/MAX. I was just thinking about how you told me that your son or daughter was involved in soccer and recently came across a listing I think they would adore. It's got a great backyard. It has amazing space for the sport, not to mention the kitchen that you've been hoping for. And as I mentioned, my #1 priority is to make sure you get the home that you want, and more important, want the home that you get. So let me know if Sunday at 2 would be convenient to schedule a showing, and I can't wait to see you. Have a great day. What about a video when you're talking about your roles and expectations? We do have to define with our clients what we expect from them as a seller or buyer, and certainly let them know what they can expect from us. That's your value. So, hi, Sam. It was so wonderful meeting with you on Monday. My goal as a realtor is to ensure our working relationship is one that's focused on creating a win-win during our time together. In my experience, I've come to learn that conflict only arises when expectations differ. So to make sure our valuable time is spent wisely, I've attached a list of things that you can expect from me, as well as what I feel I can expect of you as my partner in this real estate transaction. Let's review these next time we meet on Tuesday at 7, so I can answer any questions you may have. I'm really looking forward to partnering with you on your home buying journey, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. So again, it's going to talk about some listing conversions, buyer conversions, and it's additional some scripts here. And I'm not going to go through each one word for word, but I really wanted you guys to take some time and kind of read them as well for yourself and really put your words in there. You know, talk to the mirror, talk to your computer screen. Okay. Here's some examples for the just sold as well when it comes to marketing. Hi, Sam Lee with Remax just sold. 2 words every family longs to hear during the sale process. Well, this dream actually became reality for the owners of 123 Easy Street. During this process, they came across many other buyers interested in purchasing a home within your neighborhood. If you happen to run across someone who's interested in selling, please keep me in mind. I'm never too busy for your referrals. And oh, by the way, I sold their property for $350,000. Thanks and have a great day. That would be a message to put on your community pages on every closing that you have. Why don't you make up something for the year? Make it a year in review and highlight. And even if you only had 3 sales for the year, call it out as your top sales of the year or your highlighted, you know, featured properties, okay, for the year. No one needs to know exactly what it was or what kind of year you really had, but they need to know that you're in this business to win it for them and for you. So leveraging the humanizing effort or element to video messaging is an effort to nurture your relationship and stay in flow with your sphere on a regular basis. Opportunities to stay in flow with your clients can arise at any time during the sales process as well as post-transaction. How could you connect with your clients on a personal level throughout and post-transaction? Maybe you have a really, I don't want to say bad, but really tough inspection report. And you've got to go through some items that are going to be really touchy. You know, throw out a video about that. When you're out on your Facebook business page, instead of just making a comment about sellers, you need to always know about the age of your appliances. I mean, something, put a key element out there to them that kind of they can relate to, even if it's not their transaction.
I have a question. So I was kind of thinking this through, like if I sent a video to a client via text, they might watch it then, or they may say, hey, I'm in a meeting right now, I can't watch the video, what did you need? So then I thought, well, what if you send it by email? So while you're talking, I just tested out a little video that I had. It wasn't real estate,
Right.
It was a silly video, sent it to myself. So it only shows as like just a picture that you have to download. Now, there's a guy who is a lender, and he does a lot of videos, and whenever he'll send a video, his face is already playing in that email. Before I don't have to open anything. So what is he doing? Because mine, when you just pop it out of your iPhone, I mean, it's just like a little icon that you have to hope somebody's going to click on. But his face is already playing. If your sound's on, he's already talking.
I mean, I would think it would just be number one, your internet connection. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi in here on your phone?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, it pulled up that it was something I needed to download.
Gotcha. And that's why I think it's the internet connection. It could have been the size of the video too.
So now that it's downloaded, it's
Shows
still
the
going to
icon.
require me to click on it.
Okay.
And I'm just saying for whatever format he uses, as soon as I click on
He's
it.
probably doing it through BombBomb. It's the same way with Karen's videos. When you get
Yeah,
an email
like
from
Karen's,
Karen, yeah, she's already playing.
Okay.
It's because it's created in a video editor, and so it goes out like that.
So we should take then our videos, if we do them on our iPhone, and run them through BombBomb and then email them?
Can you upload a pre-recorded video on BombBomb, Karen?
There she is. She's on mute.
It's all right.
Sorry, I'm in another office. Yes, you can. I do that often with when I send a video out to everyone. I then can download that video to my, and I upload it to YouTube. I might put it on Facebook for you guys to see. I can email
And
it.
Sam chimed in and said it's probably BombBomb. So yeah, he's using that video editor platform to send it out.
Because if we're gonna do it, we're gonna want it in a way where people are going to click on it, otherwise
Right.
wasting their time. So,
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
And with the benefit of having BombBomb integrated into Boosh, you can do that and email it out directly from there as well. But you want to be able to take any opportunity you can to incorporate video into your business. So the ability to send a quick message to a client, would be fun too. So, and keep them engaged.
So since we have Karen on here, and I know Karen mass sends emails of this video. Karen, do you have it like is it like your client list that's in Booge? Are we all a client in Booge for you? How do you reach us?
I'm doing it directly from BombBomb. You can, like, if I wanted to send you a video message, I can go into, I have all of our agents in my Booge CRM. I could go in there, click on you, go to emailing, and there's a button there where you can actually just do a video email within Booge.
Okay. You say you do it
Within
through
Booge.
BombBomb, so did you have to?
It's because of the mass email, and you can't mass email in Booge without it being a tag, like for a campaign or a newsletter.
Okay, so she's doing it through BombBomb.
Correct.
So did you have to load all of our emails into BombBomb?
Yes.
Okay, got it, all right.
Which would be as easy as exporting the list. If you have the roster in like Excel, you're exporting it and importing it.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Thank you.
The benefit of having Booge integrated into, BombBomb integrated into Booge is so that you can do the video messages more individualized. So.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
So I have two questions.
Yes.
So in the Booge campaign, there is not, and I haven't looked for it, but there's not a field that you can add for video.
Correct.
Right. Okay. All right. So then if we're going to do a video blast, we do it through BombBomb.
Through BombBomb.
Then this actually came up in a team meeting. You see agents like post pictures of like funny things they've seen in a house. And Kim's ran across a couple of things lately. And what is the rule about taking a picture of some like really bad renovation and posting it, because you're kind of like making fun of them, right? But aren't you supposed to get a written release, or how does that work?
Well, number one, yes, you should have a written release from the sellers and not necessarily written release, written meaning it's authorized through their agent, that you have the ability to record while you're touring the property. But from an advertising standpoint, something like that, it can't have any identifying marks. So it can't show the address of the house. It can't show, anything that could be used to identify that specific property or that specific handyman's work. So, if they've left a card out or a tool bag sitting out, you don't want to get the tool bag in the picture.
Okay, but she can take it,
Yeah.
but she still has to get a release from.
You have to
Even if
know that you have the ability. I mean, a perfect example, anytime I'm showing a house lately, I usually call the agent and say, I've got somebody with me, not their spouse. They want to be able to take video or pictures. Is that okay? And she says, yes, sellers already had that conversation. So we're good there. And I actually did this just the other day. I was showing a property, and it was a vacant property, and it was an investment property. And we were actually down in the basement, and I saw that their main sewer pipe had duct tape wrapped around the joint. So I'm like, this is so bad. So I did just zoom in on the joint, but I had already asked the question beforehand. I said, I'm coming through as an investor. They're going to take pictures. I just need to know that that's a conversation you've had with the seller. And she said, yes, of course. So,
Okay, so you don't have to say if you end up putting it on Facebook that you used it in that manner. Just as long
No,
as
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have any identifying marks on there either. And I didn't even, I say that I had been showing a property. I just said, wow, duct tape really works for everything, was the caption that I put. And it was just a picture of the pipe with the duct tape around it. So.
So, Carrie, maybe one thing I kind of think of that you're possibly addressing is I saw a house in Dayton and they had aliens throughout their listing. Like, somebody dressed as an alien in each of their listing pictures. And so I took screenshots, but I kind of had that same idea, like, well, I don't have the approval and it's currently a house on the market. It's hilarious that they have aliens. I would never do it because I think Leanne would fire me. But like, I would want to use that. So do you think that's something I could message that agent and say, hey, can I share this picture? And then just like maybe share the link on the MLS to the house and do it that way?
You could, that would be, yes. And I would let the agent know you want to do that.
I mean,
And don't be
clearly
surprised if they say no.
So,
But,
yeah, they want the attention, obviously. So,
right.
okay. So I was trying to think of how could I do that, and it's funny,
I
but
would just say, I show the house. I think it's really cool what the sellers have done, and I want to be able to share this. Can I, share it with courtesy of it being your listing, and
Okay.
let them know that you'll have the MLS link up there.
Okay.
All right. Some other script examples here. Maybe it's just a wellness check. Hi, this is Lee with RE/MAX. I was just in your neighborhood and you crossed my mind. I wanted to reach out and see how you and your family were doing, and I hope you're able to take some time off from your job and get that rest and relaxation that you deserve. It was such a joy to work with you and your family. Please know that I'm always open to any referrals you send my way. I hope your new home is treating you well. Looking forward to helping you on your next with your next dream home. Take care. So that'd be one of those post-closing activities that 90% of agents fall down on. Get in touch with their clients. What if you have a client that chose a different agent? Maybe you want on a listing appointment. Hi, this is Lee with RE/MAX. I wanted to send you a quick video to send my sincerest congratulations on choosing an agent to sell your home. Although we won't be working together, I wish you much success and happiness in the sale of your home. And if I can ever be of service to you or anyone you know, please feel free to contact me. Again, congrats, and remember that high achievement always takes place in the framework of high expectation. Take care and be well. You, of course, want to get this out before that sign's in the ground so that you're not jumping a sign. Okay, so kind of send that after meeting with them and learning that they've decided to go with a different agent. Now, some of you are probably saying, why would I even bother? Well, because honestly, you're the better agent and that house isn't going to get sold. So you want to make sure your client remembers you. All right, practical application. Here are some best practices and tips from the pros. You do want to be clear, concise, and intriguing. You want to share just enough information to spark curiosity and encourage the audience to continue the conversation with you elsewhere. You want to adjust your video language or length to the following recommendations, and these are approximate timeframes based on the avenue of delivery. So if you're sending a personal message like through text or email, you want to make it less than 90 seconds. If you're recording a video to put up on your Facebook page, you want to have it within the 2-minute time frame. If you're putting it out to Twitter, 30 seconds, Instagram, 60 seconds, and YouTube, 2 to 5 minutes. And I think that would be pushing it. So if you think about it this way, the average song is about 3 to 4 minutes. And so you want to, that's what keeps you, and they repeat the chorus 3 or 4 times in that song. Not that I'm telling you that you have to repeat what you're saying, but I'm just saying that that's the intention or attention span that you're going to get with a consumer. So keep it within that 3 to 4 minutes is what I would recommend. And open your video with a hook. Say something of value right out the bat and extreme importance within the first 10 seconds to capture their viewer attention. What are the best days and times to post on social media? Utilize these suggested times as a starting point to post your video to any social media platform. And it's important to track, evaluate, and improve your tactics on a regular basis. Facebook, any day at 11 a.m. That's right around that mid-morning break, right before lunch, people are jumping on their Facebook. Instagram, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 11, and then again Tuesday at 2 p.m. I'm not sure where they came up with that metric, but they've tracked this, and this is what they're telling us they recommend. Twitter, Friday mornings between 7 and 9. LinkedIn, Wednesdays at 3 p.m., hump day, work hour. Thursdays, mornings, first thing 9 to 10, and then Friday, right before that lunch rush. The average attention span for video consumption is roughly 60 seconds. Utilize those seconds to capture your audience. Supplement your video message with readable content. Make it as easy as possible for your viewer to engage further, such as asking them to leave a comment, referencing a handout you've attached. Anticipate objections your audience may have to engaging further. Help your audience overcome these roadblocks by providing an easy to understand and follow directions. For example, where to locate certain tools or resources, like right below this video and point downwards. So if you want to convert your audience into advocates for your brand, you've got to give them specific directives. So review your script and practice your flow. Have a conversation with the viewer through the lens of your camera. Review the concept or idea you want to portray and practice the structure and flow of your message, and adapt to different audiences as necessary. And don't ever think how you look, just do it. Start and end with a smile, disarm your audience, humanize yourself, and inject personality by sharing a genuine, caring disposition. Practice self-awareness. Check your body language. You want to appear open and ready to engage your audience. Never record a video with your arms crossed. You're closing yourself off, just like Karen is sitting there with her arms crossed. I'm kidding. So,
It's unapproachable.
right, exactly. You come off as unapproachable. So that's how you can sit in your office now when you're here at Westchester, just sit with your arms crossed. Lighting, face a window or a light to eliminate the shadows and illuminate, light up your face. Background, choose a space that's comfortable and positively represents how you operate. Eliminate distractions for yourself and your viewer. Avoid flashy clothing and jewelry, and make sure your content is the only thing grabbing your viewer's attention. And observe your favorite speaker and take notes. You know, whether it's a comedian or an interviewer or an actor, TED Talk, etc. What qualities do you like when you see them on video? And what would you do differently that they do? In the group discussion, you know, does anyone want to say who your favorite speaker is or who's your least favorite speaker? And we're going to leave politics out of this and why. So is there like Tom Ferry? Everyone watch Tom Ferry or Brian Buffini? Okay, so examples like that. Who do you like better, one or the other? Brian Buffini to me always seems, he talks kind of softly, but, you know, and he injects a little bit of dry humor in there. But, you know, he's someone to listen to, that you could listen to, even without seeing his face. I can hear it on his audio tapes. You know, I can hear it in his voice. So something like that, okay? Think about, you know, characteristics of a speaker that you like. Joel Osteen even, you know, people have audiobooks and videos of him. I mean, that's another thing. They kind of come off as very pleasant, a little fun, you know, and that you can almost see them just by hearing them, and vice versa. Create a pre-recording ritual to inspire confidence and joy. So record your video, watch it. Okay, what are you passionate about? What brings you happiness? And talk about that 30 seconds before you record. Your joy and excitement will transfer directly to your content delivery. Recite the purpose or goal of your video and who you're speaking to, your ideal audience. And remind yourself that you're the subject matter expert and have value to share. So what would be some of the best practice and tips that you could share with us? What's something you would, not even having made a video yet, or maybe you have, what's something that you would tell the group here to do?
I can definitely speak up because, you know, that's doing these videos is something Chris and Miles wanted me to do because, you know, some of you may not be aware, a lot of the videos that I'm doing telling you about things, you've already received an email about them from Remax. I just take it a step further and summarize it in a video and actually show you where these things are located or how to do them. And it was pretty uncomfortable at first. And I started with, you know, watching myself over and over and over again and critiquing everything I said and did. And I've come up with, and I don't know how you'll feel about this, Lee, but I just kind of wing it now. I feel like if I get too caught up in a script or watching myself afterwards, I just keep, you know, I waste time doing it over and over. Now I swing it and I don't even watch it afterwards, and I send it out to all of you because you can always find one thing that you did wrong. Why did I move my hand so much, or why I said or like 1,000 times. Obviously you don't want to do those things, but
I think too that ritual in the beginning, like watching it before you send it, is really what all you need to do. It's going to build your confidence. You're going to make mental notes of, like you said, how many times you've used the word like or and you're not going to do that the next time. So I don't think it's something that needs to be done every single time. This is to really get you going, to get your confidence level up here and get your video content improving every single time you do it. Okay.
I think you can work so hard to be polished that you come off as uptight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a friend who's like that, who's not an uptight person. She does kitchen remodeling and does amazing things. But in her video, she never comes across as warm as she is in real life. And I know it's because she's trying very, very hard to be perfect, because that's your nature.
Right.
And I always want to say to her, have a drink, chill out a little bit, and then record this.
Right. There we go. Laura's advice. Let's all have a drink before we record our video.
Just a little drink, not too much.
These
Chris won't
videos are
care.
supposed to go out at 9 a.m. We're not
We'll record it at night and then post it.
right. Record it at night. Post it. All right. So what about call to actions in your video? Including a call to action within your video message is a great proven way to encourage your viewers to continue engagement and is a pathway to gather valuable information for that proactive outreach. So to avoid sounding salesy, you want to focus on selling the benefits of taking action and the impact the action could have on the viewer's life or current situation. Be genuine and remember your purpose and who you're trying to serve. Okay. Some call to action examples. These are power phrases. Find out more by, clicking the link below, comment below, see, the strategy in action by visiting my website. Tag me next time you're, out driving by a Christmas light display with a for sale sign in the yard. I mean, something like that. Be specific, but a call to action. Click on the link below for more information. Comment your birthday, your hometown, your favorite team, etc., and find your twin. Would you rather? Ask them, would you rather? And tell me why. Are you a local? If not, why did you choose that? Are you a West Side local? If not, why did you choose that as a place to live? If you could describe the perfect neighborhood for your family in one word, what would it be and why? And what makes, X, Y, and Z unique? What makes Cincinnati unique? What makes, the West Side unique? Some example action verbs and phrases: download, build, grow, try, find, start, stop, hassle-free, join, save, discover, explore. And these are power phrases and they all derive action. So see it in action, ready to meet, try it yourself, see all the benefits, tell me more. The most important element to your call to action is what you do with the information you gather. So information seeking questions equals to more information for your CRM, which is your contact relationship manager. So you want to save detailed notes of your buyer and seller and your sphere preferences to reference for potential listings. You want to save personal details for proactive intentional engagements like birthday videos, congratulations on a team, high school graduations, college graduations. Continue the conversation to build a rapport with your audience, make a lasting impression, reinforce your brand. So, it's about April this year, you want to put out a video to all the graduates. April, May is graduation time, whether it be from universities or high schools, that's usually about that time. And put out that, call to action. Have you thought about downsizing? Okay, so something like that. Hey, you're going to have an extra room in your house. Let's get another house that's a little bit smaller, something to that extent there. Or of course, holidays. You can always put out messages around holidays. I mean, look what BombBomb's doing for you with the postings. They hit every single calendar holiday with those messages that they're sending out. And people engage in that. Well, people want to see your face. So make those videos yours.
Keep your mind in the connect.
Is
So great.
Is that an extra thing you have to sign up for and pay for, or is that automatically included in everything?
It's free. It's a benefit of Remax. If you go to bombbomb.com/Remax social, it'll walk you through it.
Okay.
And you should use your Remax address so it quickly identifies you, and it's going to ask you what region we're in. We're in Southern Ohio. Okay. A great place to start is kind of simple: who I am and what I do. Use it as a video to introduce yourself, establish your brand, and start building a foundation as a subject matter expert. Offer some home buying tips, home selling tips, tips and tricks for staging a home. You could take this list right here and make this your theme for February of all the video content you're going to put out. And switch it up even a little bit. But if you need a prompt, use this. Take this and use this. So your brand, your purpose, your skill set, your confidence, and your tactics. and your phone. Any smartphone device with a camera recording capability. So that's what we're saying, start small. You don't need to go out and buy a video recording studio. You don't even have to sign up for, an extensive video editor. I mean, BombBomb's a little bit of a cost, right? Isn't it, Karen? Do you know what it is for the agents?
I actually don't know how much it costs, but I know that the social that you're talking about is free, but if
Right.
you're going to use
But
this
to
as
use it as a platform to record the
contacts
videos
and-
on, yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's a lot, but
I don't, it's a monthly charge. So, commit to it for a few months.
Mhm.
You'll see no value if you don't justify the cost.
So
Right.
when our videos into BombBomb, there's a charge to
To record it in BombBomb.
to record it in BombBomb. Okay.
Right, to upload it through Bomb, yeah, it would be a charge too. I'm sorry, yes, that would be, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And it's very, I don't want to be quoted, but I think it's like $12, $13 a month. They have a monthly plan as well as an annual plan.
Okay.
And there's no commitment. If you're going to do it month by month, it's just month to month, so. All right, some basic video messaging resources. Here they show it here. Photofy is actually an NAR product, and it is free to the extent that it only puts out industry news. If you want to use it to create videos, much like BombBomb, it's going to have costs associated. Big View and then Vimeo. Vimeo is, I've seen a lot of agents use that. There's another one, and I'm drawing a blank on it because I've used it in the past, that lets you do some video creation too. All right, so establishing your video system. You want to track action and keep and record. So track what action you implemented and completed and record the actual results of the action taken. Stay in flow with your audience by tracking their interactions with your content and your competitors' post/content. So note content shared and correlated engagements, likes, reactions. So you really want to see what kind of, I don't want to say, what you do want to say attention, your videos are getting. So whether you're posting it and where you're posting it, you want to look for those likes and for the shares and so forth. Evaluate regularly and honestly, and then continuously improve. You want to determine any necessary training opportunities that you would need to take to expand your knowledge and enhance your skills and confidence. And definitely you want to formulate a plan to adjust your course of action towards that goal that you're going to achieve by incorporating video into your business. According to a Harvard study, individuals who had accountability partners saw a 33% increase in their productivity. Who will help you honestly evaluate your activity and create success habits? I will. And how often will you meet for evaluation meetings? As often as you want to review. You want to document your goal. Record a video of your commitments and send it to yourself and your partner, and revisit this video during every evaluation meeting. So I am seriously, in our little community here, within our brokerage here, if there's somebody you want to collaborate with and say, hey, I just need to have a check-in once in a while, watch my videos, tell me what you think, what I'm doing. And really, I'm doing that all. I mean, I really care about you guys' success. So I'm always following everybody and watching videos and watching what activity they're doing. So, and then I may not offer any feedback unless I'm asked for it, but I am constantly watching out for you guys. Let's put all the pieces of your personal brand, your best video practices, and the knowledge you've acquired into a comprehensive foundational plan. And there's some workbook exercises that you can do in the conclusion here. We're going to talk about our core beliefs. Those are in there for you. Here's your checklist, simple video prep checklist. That's in the handout I gave you as well. And of course, creating a system or schedule based on your success habits requires an intentional, proactive mindset. And the goal is to maximize output by making 100% of your workday vital. So we've got the video time block checklist. You want to be consistent, focused action. That's what's going to equal successful habits. Here's your schedule that you can use. A couple time blocking examples for you. And an evaluation checklist. A tracking sheet, and the goal of training is always to take action. When you're in motion, you're planning and strategizing and learning. Those are all good things, but they don't produce a result. Action, on the other hand, is the type of behavior that would deliver an outcome. You don't want to be merely planning, you want to be practicing. That comes from James Clear of Atomic Habits. So that concludes the power of video there. The social media section is really short here. So let's get into that really quick.
I'm gonna need a bigger momentum back here.
All right. So jumping into social media, I just want to talk about some proven strategies for effectively utilizing social media to grow your business. And this won't be just video. This is going to be talking about other posting and content you can share. So after the class, you should feel comfortable and confident to implement some social media and for the strategies in your real estate business. You want to see an increased exposure via building your brand and building value, thus generating additional leads. Kyra, we've jumped on to the social media platforms. That's what we're going to be covering now. So again, you're going to be prospecting, you're farming through your social media, you're generating new leads or referrals or even repeat business. Always going to be sellers and buyers. You're going to put them into your client care systems, and you're going to be constantly marketing through the internet, through that social media platform that you have. And I know not everybody may have a Facebook and an Instagram and a Twitter or on a YouTube, or you might have one of those, or maybe none of those. You really want to jump into at least one of them, okay? We don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it. It's a quote by Eric Coleman. Utilizing social media to grow your real estate business is a fundamental component for many reasons. It will increase your outreach. It's a quick engagement. It's advertising in and of itself. It's an opportunity to build, grow, and reinforce your brand. And it's enhanced networking opportunities. And it's definitely an elevated lead generation tool. And you must train your mind to think in unlimited terms. Limited beliefs show up in the forms of excuses, and at times an agent won't progress with their social media because they place limits on themselves. You might think social media is not worth the investment. You might think it's just a fad, or it isn't where your audience is. It is. It's all of those things. If you wanted to write down some limited beliefs that you possess, and how would you rewrite them so that they're unlimited? Taking into account that social media isn't worth the investment. There's no investment other than your time. You don't necessarily, everything isn't dollar attached to it. Facebook doesn't cost you anything. Instagram doesn't cost you anything. It might be the content that you put up there that you've got to put some cost into, but it definitely is worth the investment. Maybe that limiting belief is that it's a fad. Guess what? It's not a fad. It's here. It's been here for a while, and it's continuously growing. So it's not a fad. It's a way of doing business today. Why post? You need a lead generation systems working in your business, even when you're not. So when it comes to that, you're prospecting constantly. Your business can be putting stuff out there while you're sleeping, with people seeing it later at night and resharing it. So social media is an ever-evolving world consisting of a multitude of platforms for you to engage with clients on. And you must identify where your clients and potential customers are in order to develop your strategy. How do you post? Well, the determination of how to post will be guided by what you're posting and where you have decided to engage with your audience. What to post? Well, you want to post content that enhances your personal brand. You want to post content that provides value to your targeted audience, and you want to build your reputation as a trusted local real estate expert. Content should be posted on a consistent cadence, aligned to the platforms where your individual audience is most engaged. And those time frames that they gave us in the previous presentation are pretty ideal. I mean, they've been studied, and that's what they've come up with the most ideal. A social media target audience is created by identifying specific people you want to appeal to with the content you post and share. A target audience can be created based off demographics such as agent, income level, location, education, behavior, etc. Be careful not to incorporate impermissible traits such as race, sex, religion, family status, or disability, which that's fair housing. We all know that. The importance of having a target audience. Identifying your target audience enables you to create content that's relevant, understand how to create the content, and connect with your audience via the correct social platform. Your target audience can and will change over time, and that can be from post to post. If you're putting something out that you're themed towards sellers, you're targeting sellers. If you put something out themed towards buyers, you're targeting buyers. So it's going to change all the time. Questions to ask. This is included in your handout. What are the demographics of my ideal client? What qualities characterize my ideal client? What is my ideal client looking for when finding a real estate agent? What platforms and avenues does my ideal client use? You want to focus your efforts where your target audience is. There are many modes and platforms to reach your audience via social media. Determining which platform to focus on may take a bit of trial and error. So we've got LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, and Snapchat. The 3 most effective and highly used platforms by real estate agents are Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Social media is an ever-evolving world, and best uses and practices for each social media platform should be reviewed frequently. The Ohio Association of Realtors has on their website the video that was put out by the president of the OAR on the advertising guidelines. So if you jump up on OAR, you'll be able to find that video if you have any questions. So more specifically, Facebook is a fundamental social media platform to focus on. Facebook is considered the go-to social media platform and network for billions of people around the world, and is an essential component of social media marketing campaigns because it enables agents to cultivate relationships, procure leads, and market their business. Facebook can also provide a snapshot into the agent's personal life, which can help build a stronger connection with the target audience. Off to the side, you just see here, it says that you can view the RE/MAX social media best practices guide on remax.net for information on each platform. That would be in Max Center under the resources or the RU. Instagram is a platform that enables you to provide your audience with unique visual content while encouraging community engagement. Instagram allows you to leverage the selling power of quality images of properties and specific features of homes. And photos you share on Instagram can be easily shared to other platforms such as Facebook and Twitter. I didn't say that, but it does. And then LinkedIn. LinkedIn serves as a platform where people can go to learn about your brand, your business experience, and see who you are connected with. LinkedIn allows you to display yourself as professional and polished. It also provides you with the opportunity to engage and network with other agents and settlement service providers in the industry, and as well as potential clients. There's a lot on LinkedIn, a lot of agents on LinkedIn I've seen lately. They don't put YouTube on here, but I think that YouTube definitely should be mentioned in here, especially with the ability to have our videos from Design Center directly uploaded to our YouTube channels. Oh, there it is, YouTube. It is the second most popular search engine on the internet. The site has almost 1 billion users, almost 1/3 of total internet users. Highlighting videos on YouTube is a very impactful and informative way to showcase your brand, value, and listings, as well as your real estate expertise. Twitter. Twitter is a site that enables you to grow leads, promote listings, and build credibility as a real estate expert. It also allows you to stay highly informed with other events and notable things occurring in the real estate industry. With Twitter, the best thing I like about that is the ability to reshare like articles of information, valuable tools, okay? And it's just a click of a button. So as you're going through your Twitter feed, start following, valuable content to you, and then you can reshare that out to your audience as well. Pinterest. Pinterest is an ideal and easy to use platform for the real estate industry. Real estate is a highly visual and photo-driven industry, and Pinterest allows you to post your own visuals and images or to like and follow others. Karen, I think they covered some of these in the Perfect Agent, correct? Setting these up?
Yep.
Yep, okay, and then Snapchat. Snapchat is a mobile application that allows you to share photos or videos with friends, family, and other connections. After being added to your story, Snapchat is a fun and interactive way to connect with friends, colleagues, friends, and a mix of audiences. The only thing with Snapchat is it's not necessarily permanent. So it's something, it's got to definitely be a call to action message that you get out quickly and for 24 hours. Reminder that there are many social media platforms available, and you must identify which ones are most relevant to you and your audience. Key questions, of course, is where's my target audience and which of these social media platforms will return the largest investment of my time and money if there's a cost associated with them. Real estate is a very unique industry in the fact that you are the brand. So the must-haves of creating a personal brand, which we talked about with the video, must be authentic manifestation of who you are, must be a reflection of what you do, services you provide, examples of your expertise and knowledge, must amplify what you believe, and must be thoughtful display of your ideals. So again, when you're talking about your personal brand, you really need to have a combination of how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you. Lean thinking defines values as providing benefit to the customer. Anything else is just a waste. Eric Ries. The kind of content you create and post to social media can be something to increase awareness. It can increase engagement. It definitely should drive traffic to your website, and it should create and find client advocates. How will you be valuable? When you're talking about your target audience, identify what your audience needs and how you're going to be valuable to them. You want to deliver value-driven content. Post content should be relevant, irresistible, and irreplaceable. Some examples of value-driven content. Again, you can use this as your posting or themes for the calendar. You want to focus on listings for a couple of days. You want to focus on a home buyer's guide, seller's guide. Some other content examples would be success stories or client testimonials or company or an individual milestone, community involvement, interaction with other local businesses, like Laura does with the coffee shop. Reasons to use video. Again, using video when you're posting content is extremely important too to incorporate into your social media strategy. So that's how these two tied in together. Here are the times again that you could post most effectively and where to post and how often. It says Facebook at least 3 times a week, once a day is optimal. Instagram at least once a day, no more than 3 times per day. LinkedIn at least twice a week, no more than once per business day. These recommendations change frequently. You must determine your own strategy by tracking your engagement and results. Sorry about that. One way to get into a consistent posting cadence is to create a content calendar showing both weekly and monthly goals to ensure you're posting to the social platforms that you're relevant and where your target audience is. The key to post at a high enough frequency to consistently provide value, stay top of mind for your target audience, strengthen your brand, and grow your business. Set it and forget it, meaning put it into that calendar. Here's an example calendar when you can be posting to each one of those. Remember, what gets measured gets done. So make sure that you're looking to see how many likes and shares you're getting, whether your audience is growing, the number of followers that you're picking up, follower versus following ratios, active advocates or fans, organic versus paid results, clicks per post, lead generation, website visits, audience mentions, return on your investment. Here's a tracking right here that you can use to track the platform, any expense you put forth, how many engagements you had, client connections directly, and any generated leads. The goal of training, of course, is to take action. So let's remember to take action. The importance of value of social media is to understand the value of having a consistent and effective social media strategy. Your thoughts matter. You want to identify any limiting beliefs that you have about implementing an effective social media strategy in your business. Rewrite them as unlimited beliefs. Identify your target audience and understand the social media platforms that are available and determine which one is most relevant to you. Grow your brand, build it and grow it. Create some content, like I said, have that calendar. Determine, when you're going to post and how often, and track those results. And that wraps up both sessions for today. Hopefully everybody found this empowering and informative and makes you want to go out and take action. So do it, right? Say what you're going to do and do what you say. Karen, you want to add anything?
I did look up BombBomb. It starts at $29 a month.
Okay.
So, and then there is our yearly subscriptions like you mentioned.
Okay.
So.
It's worth it. It'd be $100 investment for 3 months. I encourage you to do it.
They have free trials too. So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You can just try it for free and then decide if it's something that you want to pay for.
Okay, but commit to it. Be, consistently persistent, and you'll see results in anything and everything that you do. All right, I'll send everybody a recording to this. You've got the handouts already. and, reach out to me if you need any help, questions, or even ideas. All right. Everybody have a
Thank you.
great day. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. See you soon.